How's it going? I'm Maury from Homebrew for Life, and we're gonna go check out Northern Pine Brewing Company. Hopefully we'll get some good beers. Can't wait to try it.
I'm Aaron Ortega.
I'm Bobby Parsons.
We are Northern Pine Brewing, and we're located at 326 North Horne Street in Oceanside, California. Owner, operator, janitor, you name it. There's three, so it's myself, my wife Annie, and then Bobby.
How long have you guys been here?
We've been open since October 27th, 2017. Before we started brewing, Bobby and I are actually both former Marines. So that's where Bobby kind of picked up home brewing. He was brewing first, and he actually taught me later. And then we eventually, we were in aviation, so we were both helicopter mechanics in the Marines. And then after we got out, we transitioned into the civilian side of that, still fixing helicopters on Camp Pendleton. And then now we're both in aerospace engineering.
So I started homebrewing in 2004 and started just like every other homebrewer, pot and stove, extract batches, just kept upgrading equipment, upgrading processes, all grain, 10 gallons. And then Aaron moved down here in 2009, started teaching him how to homebrew right away. We started homebrewing together shortly after that, like maybe mid 2010, like, combining our equipment and doing bigger batches and collaborations and stuff like that, so.
All of that?
All of it. Yeah, we spent probably a year writing our business plan. Every night after work, after our day jobs, we'd get off work, we'd meet up, hash it out, writing this thing till, 11, 12 o'clock at night every night, get back up 5 o'clock next morning, go back to work, do it again. Every day, it was relentless without sleep. And then once we finally got searching for the place, searching for a location, we landed upon this location. It's a 6,000 square foot building. It's way, way bigger than what we needed. We were initially looking at like 1,000 or 1,500 square feet, something super small, something that we could actually afford and sustain. We were going to do a 2-barrel system. Yeah, we spent, I think, 9 months negotiating the lease on this place, and we did all the construction that we could legally do without requiring permits and stuff like that. So we were digging trenches. We were 6 feet under the slab out in the street, digging sewage trenches for this place.
We don't, and so that's actually a part that contributed to the delay of opening this. It's a cool concept. It's working out great. Essentially, the customer experience in here is Northern Pine Brewing's tap room, but there's also That Boy Good Barbecue, which is selling to-go orders from their counter. We are, according to the business plan that Bobby was talking about there, we're ahead of schedule. So we're very happy. We couldn't be more blown away with the reaction that Oceanside's had. We get a lot of tourism that comes in here, and everybody seems to be happy. The demand speaks to that as well. So we're in a good place of our fermenters are always full, and we actually need more. So we're happy. The very first thing that we're going to have to do is get more tanks in here. So fortunately, how we designed our space, we can put another 4 tanks in here. That'll be the next thing. But yeah, another tasting room is definitely going to be on the horizon for us. Would have paid somebody to dig trenches.
Yeah. I feel like that would have been a worthy expense.
That money, although it equated to a good chunk of a fermenter, it is something that we really enjoyed, but there were moments of us getting off work, coming in here, and just not even saying a word and just walking over picking up the shovels. Annie fractured her forearm from digging. It was just all in. At the same time, it was it was good. It really gave us some ownership of this place. Yeah, but
it was therapy too. Like, you get off work after a stressful day, just grab a jackhammer and go at it for a couple hours and feel a little bit better about things. Just try and be consistent. I think that's the biggest thing. Making good beer is easy. Once everybody can do it, anybody can do it. But to be able to do it repeatedly and to do it consistently, where you're making the same beer over and over and over again on a production level now, but even on a homebrew level, to be able to replicate a recipe and do it the same way more than once, that's probably the biggest. Once you can get there, then I think you know and have the confidence you can take the next step to become a professional.
Another piece of advice on the business side of things is spend the time that's necessary on your business plan. Don't ask to borrow somebody else's and just kind of copy it over. The purpose of a business plan is to teach you to structure your business. We reflect on that all the time. We still use it. Whether you present it to somebody for a loan or something in that aspect, you're going to use it as owners all the time. And it's going to be a living document. It's going to grow, it's going to change, but it's going to keep you dialed in.
Mother Earth. Yeah, like straight up Dan love for Mother Earth. I mean, he's been instrumental in helping us and having his employees help us in the sense of just like advice and guidance and pointing us in the right direction and things like that. I mean, and he's a very outspoken individual in the sense that if we were making bad beer, he would straight up tell us your beer sucks.
And you need that.
And he hasn't told us that yet, so.
Friends and family, they were, as much as we were hands-on in building this whole thing and continuing this whole thing, friends and family have carried us through the whole thing. So there's not a single one that I can narrow it down to or that we could narrow it down to, because there's a lot. And we're blessed with like a huge network of people that support us, and they continue to this day. So wouldn't be here without them.